Thank you for listening. This is part one.
God Mode, Unlocking the Celebrity Within by Celebrity Life Coach Rio. Table of Contents. Opening Affirmations. God Mode Activation Chapter 1. You are already a celebrity. Chapter 2. Mental Health is the New Wealth. Chapter 3. The God Level Mindset. Chapter 4. Boundaries are royal. Chapter 5. Your health is your kingdom. Chapter 6. Self-love is sacred. Chapter 7. Own your image, tell your story. Chapter 8. Move like you're watched by angels. Chapter 9. Legacy over likes. Chapter 10. Activate God Mode. Closing affirmations, walk in God Mode. Final message from Coach Rio. Opening affirmations, God Mode activation. Opening affirmations, God Mode activation. Read these out loud each morning for 7 days straight. 1. I am not here to fit in. I am here to rise. 2. I am already chosen. 3. My presence is power. 4. I don't shrink for comfort. I expand with purpose. 5. I am a living example of divine love and discipline. 6. Health is sacred. 7. My mental peace is my responsibility. 8. I love myself enough to set boundaries and keep them. 9. I walk like I'm watched by angels. 10. I am the main character of my life, and I'm just getting started. Chapter 1. You are already a celebrity. You were born with spotlight energy. It's just been buried under other people's expectations. 1. The lie of the spotlight. From the time we're kids, we're taught that celebrity means flashing lights, millions of followers, or your name on a billboard. But that's not real. That's marketing. Let me say it plain. You don't need a stage to be legendary. You need self-recognition. You don't need to go viral to matter. You need to go inward to remember. This book is not about getting attention from the world. It's about getting attention from your own soul, the part of you that already knows you were created with power, purpose, and presence. You are not becoming a celebrity. You are returning to the one you've always been. 2. The real meaning of celebrity. Let's redefine the word, celebrity. A person who fully recognizes their worth and lives from that truth, unapologetically. Celebrity is when you walk into a room and the room rises. It's when people shift their energy around you, not because you demand it, but because your frequency is so solid that they can't ignore it. You've met people like this. The ones who don't talk the loudest, but their silence makes you listen. The ones who carry pain, but still speak peace. The ones who know who they are, even when the world forgets to applaud them. That's the celebrity energy I'm here to wake up in you. 3. Stop waiting to be discovered. You don't need to be discovered. You need to be remembered by you. Too many people are waiting for someone else to tell them they're important. A boss, a parent, a partner, a platform, a follower count. But the truth is, nobody can crown you until you crown yourself. You want to feel like a star? Start treating your thoughts like gold. Want to walk with power? Start honoring your body like it's sacred ground. Want respect? Start speaking to yourself with it every morning. You are the brand, the product, the story, the source. So stop waiting for a yes from the world. Give it to yourself today. 4. Celebrity energy is a daily choice. This isn't about image. It's about inner work. Celebrity energy is not something you put on. It's something you cultivate. Here's how you do it. Wake up with purpose. Don't scroll. Don't rush. Start with intention. Move with discipline. Choose how you spend your time like it's currency. Eat and think like you matter. Treat your body and mind like royalty. Speak with power. Your voice is not random. It's sacred. Set boundaries like a CEO. The way you allow others to treat you is a mirror of how you treat you. You don't have to be famous to be divine. You just have to stop living small in a world that benefits from your silence. 5. Real life activation, Coach Rio's God Mode tips. Here's what I tell my private clients, celebrity or not. 1. Reclaim the room. When you enter a space, don't shrink. Expand. Take up spiritual space first. Energy speaks louder than posture. 2. Speak your name with power. Practice introducing yourself out loud every day with full belief. It rewires your self-perception. 3. Delete the voice of doubt. Whose voice told you that you were too much or not enough? Thank it and release it. 4. Mirror talk ritual. Every night look in the mirror eye to eye and say one thing you're proud of, even if it's I made it through today. 6. Reflection questions. Write your answers or speak them out loud. Where have I been waiting for validation? How have I downplayed my worth in order to be accepted? What would my days look like if I treated myself like I was already chosen? What boundaries would I set if I truly believed I was a divine being? 7. Ending mantra. I am already the celebrity of my own life. I do not need permission to shine. I am not reaching for the spotlight. I am the light. Chapter 2. Mental health is the new wealth. If your mind isn't wealthy, your life will always feel bankrupt. 1. The silent hustle. We glorify hustle. We glorify grind. But what about peace? It's wild how we've been trained to chase money, status, and validation, while ignoring the one thing that makes it all worth it, our mental health. Let me be clear. There is no wealth without mental health. No real glow up without inner peace. No power and presence if you're mentally absent. You can have a 6-figure bank account and still feel broke inside. You can be verified online and still feel invisible to yourself. We're not doing that anymore. You are here to live full, not just fast. This isn't about disorders or diagnoses. This is about your daily state of being. Ask yourself, do I feel safe in my own mind? Do I talk to myself with love or with pressure? Do I rest without guilt? Can I sit in silence and feel peace instead of panic? That's your real wealth check. Mental health isn't a luxury, it's your foundation. It's what makes the money feel meaningful, the fame feel fulfilling, and the body feel like home. Let's stop clapping for success that's built on emotional burnout. Let's start honoring joy, rest, and clarity as power moves. 3. Health is not just physical. You can drink smoothies, hit the gym, and still be emotionally malnourished. You can be ripped and still carry trauma in your chest. True health is emotional regulation. Clarity of thought, a nervous system that feels safe. The ability to say, I'm not okay without shame. You are not weak for having emotions. You are human. But you are also a God in training. That means you must treat your emotions with respect, not rejection. Whether you're on TV or taking care of a household, burnout feels the same. Pressure, disconnection, numbness, guilt, confusion. Fame doesn't protect you from breakdowns. It magnifies the cracks already there. I've coached names you know, and I've coached people you don't. They all say the same thing. I thought success would fix me, but it just made me more aware of what I hadn't healed. The truth, healing isn't optional. It's sacred work, and it makes everything else flow. 5. Coach Rio's God Mode Mental Health Rituals. You don't need a therapist to start. You need a ritual, a rhythm, a return to self. Here are my daily practices I give my clients. 1. Mental wealth check-in. Ask, what am I feeling right now? Is that mine or something I picked up? 2. The peace hour. Turn off everything. No phone, no music. Just breathe or walk or journal. Once a day, minimum. 3. Food is frequency. What you eat feeds your thoughts. Less sugar, more greens, more water equal to fewer mood crashes. 4. Emotional cold showers. Not literal water. Just pause and watch negative emotions before they settle. Say, I feel that, but I release it. 5. Exit the overthinking loop. Try this mantra. 6. Healing is a power move. Don't let the world trick you into thinking that emotional self-care is soft. It's one of the most gangster things you can do. To face your shadows, to feel your feelings, to say no more to things that drain you, to rest without guilt, to forgive yourself, to cry and still show up. That is strength. That is God energy. That is the kind of wealth no bank can hold. 7. Reflection prompts. Use these in your journal or voice note. What does peace feel like to me? Where do I hold stress in my body? What boundaries could I create to protect my mind better? When was the last time I truly felt rested? 8. Ending mantra. My mind is not a battleground, it's a kingdom. Every day I build it with love, rest, and clarity.
Where you going? Check this out. This is God Mode, Unlocking the Celebrity Within audiobook right here, part 2. Stay tuned for more.
Chapter 3, the God level mindset. The version of you you've been waiting on already exists, you just haven't met them in the mirror yet. 1. What is the God level mindset? It's not arrogance, it's not pretending, it's not chasing, it's awakening. The God level mindset is a spiritual frequency. It's when your soul remembers its identity, not as someone trying to prove something, but as someone who already knows who they are. You don't wait to be noticed. You don't beg to be loved. You don't shrink to fit comfort zones. You walk in truth, clarity, and power. You operate as someone with divine backing. You make moves as if you've already won, because you have. 2. God energy versus ego energy. There's a difference. Ego energy says, look at me, I need approval. God energy says, I know who I am, whether you see it or not. Ego gets loud when it feels small. God gets still when it feels full. When you live from your ego, you're always chasing status. When you live from your divinity, you're anchored in purpose. That's the mindset shift. We don't grind to prove. We grow to serve, shine, and evolve. 3. Imagine your God self. Let's do this now. Close your eyes and visualize a version of you who doesn't apologize for existing, a version who wakes up at peace and goes to bed proud, a version who doesn't chase love, they attract it, a version who doesn't gossip, stress, or overthink because they trust divine timing, a version who walks with the elegance of royalty and the stillness of wisdom. That version of you is not a fantasy, it's a frequency, and you access it every time you act with integrity, clarity, and love. 4. Characteristics of God-level thinkers. 1. They take radical responsibility. They don't play victim to life. Even when life hits hard, they ask, what can I learn from this? 2. They protect their energy. They don't argue with chaos. They preserve peace like gold. 3. They speak with intentionality. Their words aren't loose. They're loaded with purpose. Every sentence uplifts or directs. 4. They invest in themselves. Not because they're broken, but because they're building something sacred. 5. They don't over-explain. God-level thinkers don't beg to be understood. They allow their presence to speak. 5. Coach Rio's inner power practices. God mode isn't a switch, it's a system. Here's what I teach my clients. 1. Divine decision-making. Ask, does this feed my future or starve it? If it's not aligned, it's not yours. 2. Sacred silence. Sit in quiet, no phone, no noise, just breathe. Let your inner guidance rise. 3. Spirit check before you speak, before you text, post, or respond. Ask yourself, is this ego or is this elevation? 4. The higher self walk. Take a walk while visualizing your future self's walk, posture, and thoughts. Match it. Become it. 5. Journal as God. Write from the voice of your higher self. I am proud of you. You made it through. I trust you. Let your spirit write you love letters. Let me remind you, you are not here to play it safe. You are not here to just survive. You are here to embody excellence. The most dangerous thing the world ever taught you was to be humble to the point of invisibility. False humility says, I'm just trying to get by. God level mindset says, I'm here to transform everything I touch. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are exactly what this world needed when it was dark and afraid. You are divine by design. 7. Reflection prompts. Use these in your journal or voice notes. What would my day look like if I moved like I was already successful? Where have I been playing small to make others comfortable? What do I need to forgive myself for in order to unlock more of my potential? Who would I be if I fully trusted the divine timing of my life? 8. Ending mantra. I no longer chase. I align. I no longer perform. I embody. I no longer doubt. I declare I am walking in my divine identity. Today, now, always. Chapter 4. Boundaries are royal. Every time you say yes to what drains you, you betray the throne you're supposed to sit on. 1. Boundaries are not barriers, they are crowns. You've been taught that boundaries push people away, that saying no is rude, that protecting your peace makes you selfish. But let me give it to you straight. Boundaries are the language of royalty. Kings and queens don't take every meeting, they don't explain every decision, they don't say yes to every request. Why? Because their time, energy, and presence are sacred, and so is yours. You are the ruler of your internal kingdom. Every yes, every no, every not right now is a decree, so stop apologizing for protecting your soul. 2. People-pleasing is an expensive addiction. Let me ask you something. How many times have you betrayed yourself just to be liked? Said yes when your body said no. Stayed quiet to keep the peace even though you were hurting. Let someone drain you because you didn't want to seem mean. That's not love. That's survival. And you're not here to survive. You're here to thrive. Every time you abandon your needs to keep someone comfortable, your inner crown slips. And I'm here to help you pick it back up. 3. Royal boundaries build self-worth. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. When you set clear boundaries, you're saying, I respect myself. I protect my peace. I'm not here to carry what's not mine. I'm not afraid to lose people who cannot honor my worth. It's not about pushing others out. It's about calling your soul back in. When you respect your time, others will too. When you stop over-explaining, others will listen closer. When you move like your energy is gold, others will treat it like treasure. 4. Coach Rio's Royal Boundary Code. Here's what I coach my clients to embody, celebrity or not. 1. Stop softening your no. No is a full sentence. It doesn't need decoration. Say it kindly, say it clearly, but say it firmly. 2. Identify your energy leaks. Who or what leaves you feeling drained after interactions? That's a red flag. Adjust accordingly. 3. Create a sacred schedule. Don't be available all the time. Block off rest, silence, creativity, and joy like appointments. 4. Stop explaining your worth. You don't need to explain why you need peace. You don't owe anyone your exhaustion. 5. Protect your peace like property. If your peace was a mansion, would you leave the door unlocked? Exactly. 5. Royal doesn't mean cold, it means clear. Some people think setting boundaries makes you hard, but boundaries don't make you cold, they make you clean. You don't have to be mean, you just have to be clear. You can say, I love you, but I can't do that. I need time to myself today. That tone doesn't work for me. I'm not explaining this again. You're not being difficult, you're being divinely responsible for your own emotional landscape. 6. The fear of losing people. Yes, some people will fall away when you start setting boundaries. Let them. You're not losing people, you're losing patterns. You're shedding survival habits. You're shedding versions of you who thought you had to overgive to be loved. You're shedding friendships that were built on guilt, not growth. And what remains? Peace, clarity, power, freedom. 7. Reflection prompts. Ask yourself, my life, am I saying yes when wherein want to say no? What does a boundary-loving version of me look and act like? Who gets access to me that hasn't earned it? What am I afraid will happen if I protect my peace? 8. Ending mantra. I am no longer accessible to chaos. I am a divine being, not a dumping ground. My energy is sacred, my time is gold, and my boundaries are royal. Chapter 5. Your health is your kingdom. The body is not decoration, it's the throne room of your divinity. 1. Your body isn't just flesh, it's sacred property. Let me break a myth that's been fed to you your whole life. Your body is not just a vehicle, it is the kingdom. It holds your soul, it reflects your energy, it carries your pain, it channels your power, and how you treat it matters deeply. You want to rise into God mode? Then start treating your body like holy ground. Would a king live in a crumbling palace? Would a queen ignore the guards at her gates? Your health isn't just about fitness, it's about authority. 2. The link between health and power. Every great leader has one thing in common: discipline and how they live. Why? Because when you honor your health, your decisions get sharper, your emotions become more manageable, your energy multiplies, your confidence skyrockets. When your body is aligned, your spirit flows without friction. Your health fuels your vision, voice, vibration, victory. You are the most powerful when you are well. 3. What you eat, you feel. Let's get specific. Food is not just fuel, it's frequency. Your body responds to everything you feed it. Processed food equal to processed thoughts. Sugar spikes equal to mood crashes. Too much caffeine equal to anxious decisions. Overeating equal to emotional stuffing. You don't need to obsess over diets. You need to honor your temple. Ask yourself before every meal, does this feed my future or slow me down? That question alone will shift your life. 4. Movement is medicine. You don't need to become a gym rat, but you do need to move like someone who wants to live. Movement doesn't just reshape your body, it frees your emotions. Stress is stored in the body. Trauma lives in the muscles. When you move, you release, you cleanse, you reset, dance, stretch, walk in nature, breathe deeply, get sunlight. These aren't trends, they're ancient tools. God didn't create your body to be still and stagnant. You were made to flow. 5. Coach Rio's Kingdom Health Commandments. 1. Water first. Start every day with 16-20 ounces of water before coffee, before scrolling. Water wakes up your system. 2. Morning movement equal to morning mastery. Stretch, walk, or flow for at least 5 to 15 minutes after waking. Activate your system and your power. 3. Eat clean to think clear. At least one colorful whole food meal per day. Your clarity depends on it. 4. Sleep like royalty. Protect your sleep like gold. It's not lazy. It's powerful restoration. 5. Choose health over habit. When tempted, ask, is this me or my autopilot talking? Choose the version of you you're becoming. 6. Health is the foundation of divine purpose. How can you walk in purpose when your knees hurt, your stomach's bloated, and your brain is foggy? Health is not about weight. It's about wisdom. You were given a body that wants to heal, wants to move, wants to carry your soul into your future. And every time you show it love, through food, movement, rest, or care, you are aligning your kingdom. This isn't about perfection. It's about respect. 7. Reflection prompts. Ask yourself, what does my body need more of? What does it need less of? What small health ritual can I start this week that honors my future self? How have I been using food or habits to numb emotions? What kind of energy would I have if I made my health my top priority? 8. Ending mantra. My body is not a burden, it's my kingdom. I nourish it like royalty. I move like I'm destined. I rest like I'm divine. I honor the vessel that carries my purpose.
This is part 3, available on Amazon. God Mode, Unlocking the Celebrity Within.
Chapter 6, Self-Love is Sacred. When you finally see yourself clearly, the world has no choice but to adjust its lens. 1. Self-love is not optional, it's the source. Let me clear up the confusion. Self-love is not spa days and selfies. It's not cliche quotes or bubble baths, although those can help. Self-love is discipline. Self-love is honesty. Self-love is sacred. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I'm not where I want to be, but I am still worthy of deep love and divine respect. It's refusing to abandon yourself, even when others do. It's choosing yourself when it's inconvenient. It's reclaiming your voice, your beauty, your softness, and your power. 2. You were not born broken. You weren't born insecure. You weren't born ashamed. You weren't born doubting your greatness. Those were learned behaviors, absorbed from pain, rejection, trauma, culture, and comparison. But guess what? Anything learned can be unlearned. Self-love is not something you search for. It's something you return to. It's the most radical act of spiritual warfare in a world that profits from your doubt. 3. Mirror talk, the healing ritual. Every night, I want you to do this. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Say your name with softness. Then say this. I love you. I forgive you. I'm not leaving you. It might feel awkward at first, but keep doing it. Why? Because most people never learn to speak kindly to themselves. And that internal voice becomes the voice they live under. When you shift your inner dialogue, you shift your outer reality. 4. Coach Rio's rules of sacred self-love. Don't wait until the glow up. Love the version of you doing the work in silence. 2. Be gentle with your humanity. Mistakes don't disqualify you from greatness. They initiate you into it. 3. Say no without guilt. Saying no is a love letter to your peace. 4. Stop performing for love. You don't have to earn worth. You are born with it. 5. Don't outsource your value. Your confidence doesn't live in someone else's opinion. 5. Self-love affirmations. I do not chase love. I remember I am love. I am proud of who I'm becoming. I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. My softness is not weakness. It's sacred. I no longer shrink to be accepted. I was not made to be tolerated. I was made to be celebrated. I protect my peace because I love myself deeply. I love all versions of me, past, present, and future. I release perfection and embrace growth. I am whole, even as I evolve. 6. Inner child, inner queen, king. Sometimes the part of you that needs love the most is the part that got ignored the earliest. That inner child who felt unsafe, who never heard, I'm proud of you, who learned to earn love by overachieving, staying quiet, or pleasing everyone but themselves. Self-love means going back for them, holding them, letting them cry, letting them be free, letting them know you didn't deserve that. But you are safe now. You are powerful now. You are worthy now. You cannot fully rise into your inner king or inner queen until you honor and heal your inner child. To rule your life with love and wisdom, you must first love the version of you that only knew survival. That version carried you here. Now it's your turn to carry them with care. Chapter 7, own your image, tell your story. The most powerful brand you'll ever wear is your identity, so wear it with truth and authority. 1. You are the brand. Forget logos, forget filters, forget status symbols. You are the brand, not your job title, not your follower count, not the designer labels, your energy, your walk, your voice, your presence. That's what people remember. That's what they feel. That's what gets in the room before you even speak. So let me ask you, are you owning your identity or outsourcing it? Because if you don't define who you are, the world will assign you something smaller. 2, you don't need to create a persona. You need to reveal the real you. In the entertainment world, people are trained to build a brand. In real life, we're taught to stay professional, but neither of those mean realness. The truth is, the most powerful energy in the world is authenticity. You don't need to create a character. You need to reveal the you that already exists beneath all the masks, the you that doesn't perform, the you that walks with alignment, the you that's clear on your message, even if it's not popular. The real you is the brand, and your story is the billboard. 3, crafting a magnetic presence. Let's make it practical. If you want to carry yourself like someone the world respects, here's what you focus on. A, voice. Speak clearly, speak with intention. Don't just talk to fill space, talk to transmit power. B, posture. Stand like you belong, walk like you're being watched by angels, because you are. C, image. Wear what aligns with your energy, not what trends say. Dress like the version of you that's already living the life you're building. D, eye contact. Look people in the eyes when you speak. It shows you're not afraid of being seen. E, frequency. Your presence speaks louder than your words. When you're centered in who you are, you don't need to perform. 4, Coach Rio's Power Presence Practice. Here's a branding ritual I give my clients to embody every day. 1, speak your name with power. Every morning say, my name is, and I'm a divine being with a purpose bigger than performance. 2, claim your 3 energies. Pick 3 words you want people to feel when they interact with you. Live from those words daily. 3, personal dress code. Create a style code that reflects your highest self. Simple or bold, just make it intentional. 4, energy check before the room. Before entering any space, say, I'm not here to impress, I'm here to express. Then walk in with authority. 5, telling your story equal to reclaiming your power. You don't need to wait for a platform to speak. Your life is your message. Your scars are sacred ink. Your journey is your curriculum. Tell your story to empower, to liberate, to connect, to reclaim your narrative. Every moment you thought would break you, that's your origin story. Every version of you that outgrew something painful, that's your testimony. You are not what you went through, but your healing from it is someone else's breakthrough. 6, reflection prompts. What message does my image send before I speak? Am I dressing, speaking, and moving like the version of me I'm becoming? What part of my story have I been afraid to share, but could empower others if I did? If someone could only meet me once, what would I want them to remember? 7, ending mantra. I am not here to impress. I am here to express. I am not a performance. I am a presence. My voice is my brand. My story is my strength, and I own every inch of who I am becoming. Chapter 8, move like you're watched by angels. Move like your ancestors are watching. Speak like the future depends on it, because it does. 1, you are not walking alone. Every day you wake up, something divine is watching you. Not in a creepy way, but in a powerful way. Call it angels, call it energy, call it your higher self. Point is, you're not doing life alone, so stop walking like it. There are people who came before you, praying for the life you're living right now. There are people who will come after you, depending on the decisions you're making today. And there is a version of you, higher, stronger, wiser, cheering you on. You're not average, so don't move like you are. 2, you don't need to be loud to be powerful. Let's get this straight. Confidence isn't being loud. Presence isn't being flashy. Power isn't being aggressive. Real power is stillness with purpose. It's walking in a room and changing the temperature without saying a word. It's being so aligned people feel you before they see you. You don't have to compete. You don't have to compare. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to move with intention. 3, daily movement equal to daily elevation. Everything you do in your day either lifts you up or weighs you down. Let's break it down. How do you move in the morning? Do you start with stress or stillness? How do you walk into spaces? Do you slouch, shrink, or square up like you belong? How do you move through decisions, with panic or with peace? To live on a higher level, you don't need more money or more time. You need more intention. Start doing small things on purpose, and you'll see big shifts. 4, Coach Rio's Angel Watch Lifestyle Tips. These are the daily moves I coach for my people, celebrity or everyday legend. 1, elevation wake up. Start the day with a whisper. Thank you, I'm still here. Let's go say before you check your phone. 2, presence walk. When walking anywhere, hallway, store, street, keep your head up, shoulders back. Walk like you matter, because you do. 3, divine posture reset. Every hour reset your body. Deep breath, straighten up, soften your face. You are a temple, not a mess. 4, slow down before you speak. Pause before replying. It gives your power room to speak instead of your pressure. 5, talk to the higher version of you. When stuck, ask, how will the wiser version of me handle this? Then listen, then move like them. 5, people notice how you carry yourself. Even if they don't say it, people feel how you show up. Do you rush in and out of rooms like you're invisible? Do you talk fast because you don't want to take up space? Do you avoid eye contact because you don't feel seen? All that changes today. When you move like you're being watched by angels, you walk slower, you breathe deeper, you carry purpose in your steps. You stop acting like life is happening to you and start acting like it's happening through you. 6, reflection prompts. How do I usually move when no one's watching? Where do I still carry shame in my body language? What would it feel like to walk like I'm protected, guided, and supported? What would happen if I stopped rushing and started owning space? 7, ending mantra. I am never alone. I move with grace. I walk with purpose. I carry royalty in my bones and wisdom in my steps. I move like I'm watched by angels, because I am.
This is the last part 4 of God Mode, Unlocking the Celebrity Within. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for listening.
Chapter 9, Legacy over Likes. Attention fades, legacy echoes. 1. What are you really building? Let's pause the scroll. Let's mute the noise. Ask yourself something real. Am I building a life that lasts or a moment that trends? It's easy to get caught up in numbers, likes, shares, applause, opinions. But attention isn't the same as alignment, and popularity isn't purpose. Legacy is what's left when the internet forgets your name. It's what people feel when they speak your name 50 years from now. It's the impact of your character, not the reach of your content. 2. Likes can't fill a life. Let me tell you something most people don't learn until it's too late. The likes will slow down. The applause will fade. The people clapping for you today may ghost you tomorrow. If you base your confidence on being seen, you'll always feel insecure when the spotlight dims. But when you live for legacy, you shine even in silence. Legacy isn't loud. Legacy is love. It's healing. It's showing up when no one's watching. It's building a life that serves others, not just your ego. 3. What does legacy really mean? It's not just about money or monuments. Legacy is your energy, the way you treat people, the way you carry yourself, the values you teach your kids, the peace you bring in the rooms, the honesty in your words, the healing you did so others wouldn't have to suffer the same way. Your legacy could be one person you helped feel seen, one child who grew up differently because you changed, one stranger who found hope in your story. That's legendary. 4. Coach Rio's legacy rules. 1. Live with the end in mind. Ask, if today were the last page, what would people say about me? 2. Invest in people, not just platforms. Your presence is more powerful than your posts. Real life matters more than digital life. 3. Stop chasing clout. Be remembered for your impact, not your influence. There's a difference. 4. Make healing a priority. Every time you break a generational curse, you build a bridge for someone else. That's legacy. 5. Make decisions from vision, not emotion. Likes are about impulse. Legacy is about intention. 5. Who are you without the applause? That's the real test. If all the followers disappeared today, would you still be proud of who you are? If no one ever liked your greatness, would you still live it? Because the legacy mindset says, even if no one claps, I will still speak truth. Even if no one follows, I will still walk in purpose. That's divine leadership. That's God mode living. That's power that doesn't need permission. 6. Reflection prompts. Am I building for now or for forever? What would my future grandchildren say about my life? What impact do I want to leave behind when I'm no longer here? What parts of my life need less attention and more alignment? 7. Ending mantra. I don't live for claps. I live for purpose. I'm not a moment. I'm a movement. My presence will be felt long after I'm gone. I'm legacy in motion. Chapter 10, Activate God Mode. The God in you isn't sleeping. It's waiting on your permission to rise. 1. This is the moment. You've read the words. You've done the inner work. You've looked in the mirror and heard your name with new meaning. Now it's time to step into the frequency you were born for. God mode is not about ego. It's about embodiment. It's walking like you matter. It's speaking like your words carry weight. It's living like your life is the example. No more shrinking, no more doubting, no more waiting. It's time to activate. 2. The God mode blueprint. Here's your personal 7-step daily system to live in alignment with your divine self. Step 1. Start with stillness. Before the world gets noisy, be still. Breathe. Give gratitude. Say, I am awake. I am alive. I am aligned. Step 2. Protect your peace early. Don't grab your phone first. Protect the first hour of your day like gold. Your spirit deserves silence, not scrolling. Step 3. Move with intention. Stretch. Walk. Breathe deep. Your body is the temple. Show it love. Move like someone who knows they're sacred. Step 4. Affirm your identity. Speak your truth out loud. I am not a copy. I am creation. I am not desperate. I am divine. I am not behind. I am becoming. Step 5. Make God decisions, not just good ones. Ask, does this feed my future? Does this honor my higher self? Does this match the energy I want to live in? That's how you choose alignment over autopilot. Step 6. Leave a legacy daily. Do something small each day that lives beyond you. Speak love. Set a boundary. Teach. Uplift. Heal. Create. Rest boldly. Your daily habits are your legacy in motion. Step 7. Close with celebration. At night, reflect. Where did I show up as my higher self today? Celebrate that, even the smallest win. Self-love isn't a reward, it's a requirement. 3. God mode is not a final destination. It's not something you arrive at. It's a decision you make daily, to rise, to walk in worth, to act from truth. You'll fall sometimes. You'll forget some days. That's okay. But the moment you remember who you are, you're already back in God mode. Because power isn't perfection, it's consistency. 4. You are the proof. This book wasn't just words. It was a mirror, a reminder, a call to action. Everything you need is already inside you. Every tool, every trait, every divine spark. Now go show the world what it looks like to walk in truth. Not for applause, not for attention, but because it's who you are. 5. Final activation mantra. I am no longer waiting. I am no longer hiding. I am no longer dimming. I am no longer doubting. I am divine by design. I walk in God mode daily, and I will never apologize for my power again. Closing affirmations. Walk in God mode. Repeat these when the world tries to make you forget who you are. I am not who they said I was. I am who I choose to become. I do not chase, I attract what's aligned. I speak life into myself daily. I protect my peace like it's sacred. I'm allowed to be both healing and powerful. I'm the first in my bloodline to break the cycle. I honor the divine in me by how I move, speak, eat, and live. I am the standard now. I activate God mode every day. I love myself boldly. I am chosen. I am called. I am crowned. Final message from Coach Rio. To whoever's holding this book, I want you to know something. You are not just somebody. You are not a background character. You are not here to be tolerated. You are here to be celebrated. Every chapter you just read was a mirror, a reminder, a spark. But the real transformation? That starts now. You've cried and survived. You've dimmed your light for too long, questioned your worth in rooms that weren't even built for your spirit. But not anymore. From this moment forward, I challenge you to live louder, to walk bolder, to speak softer to yourself, but more firmly to the world, to show people without having to say a word that you know who you are. And when the doubt creeps back in, when you're tempted to shrink, when old habits start knocking, I want you to take a deep breath and say to yourself, I move like I'm watched by angels. I live like I'm already crowned. I don't need permission. I'm already walking in purpose. You don't have to become a celebrity. You already are one. Now go show the world what God mode looks like in real life. Coach Rio.